In the previous classes we discussed about architecture from ancient India as well as the medieval India. Okay. Now today onwards we will start paintings of India. Regarding paintings of India, there was a one book written by Vatsayana. Okay. So the name of the book was Kama Sutra. In that book he mentioned about the 6 techniques which has to be used for paintings. Okay, those 6 techniques, that is called Shadanga. It is called Shadanga. Okay, so Vatsayana in his book Kama Sutra, he mentioned about the 6 techniques or principles of painting, which is known as Shadanga. Okay, then what are those Shadanga? 6 are there. Rupa Bheda. What is Rupa Bheda? Variety of forms of objects in the painting. What variety should be present? Okay, then we have a Sadrishyan. What is Sadrishyan? The portrayal of the likeness of the subject. How human being, okay, should be likely to the other human being which is present in that painting. One tree, how it how the tree should have a likeliness with the other tree in the painting. So that is Sadrisham. Bhava. Creation of luster or green. Luster as well as the green in the paintings. So that is Bhava. Varnika Bhanga. Okay, mixing of color techniques. Palettes will be there, right? Different colors we have from that. Generally primary color, you know, right? RGB. From that only every color has created. So technique of mixing of colors so that one new color can be created. So that technique is called Varnika Bhanga. Okay. Then Pramanam. What is Pramanam? Proportion of object or subject in a painting. For example, if the height of the painting is 2 feet, what should be the height of the object or the subject in the painting? Okay, so that is nothing but Pramana. And Lava Lava Nyaya Ganam. What is that? It is about the emotions in the painting, or emotions will be immersed in the painting. Okay, so these are the 6 techniques of the painting or 6 principles of the painting known as Shadanga, which is mentioned in the book which is written by the Vatsayana. Got it? So this is Shadanga. The next, if I talk about the paintings, there are 2 types of paintings. Okay, mural paintings and miniature paintings. Mural paintings as well as miniature paintings. Okay, miniature paintings we will discuss later. Now we will discuss about the mural paintings. So what are mural paintings? Mural painting is a piece of artwork or the painting which is painted on a large structure. Either it can be painted on the wall, or either it can be painted on the ceiling, or either it can be painted on the floor of any structure. So that painting is nothing but mural paintings. It can be appeared in wall, ceiling as well as the floor. Okay. And next, there are many techniques for mural painting. So generally there are 2 techniques. Okay, fresco and tempera. Fresco as well as tempera techniques are there. Okay, so what is that fresco technique? In fresco technique, you have seen any wall paintings? Nowadays, if you have seen any wall paintings, especially in the temple, walls of the temples, they will paint with the oil paints, right? What they do first they will paint the oil. They will wait till the paint dry. Then one more coat, then background, then line, outline. They will wait, right, till the dry. But in fresco style of painting or fresco technique of painting, first they will apply a wet plaster. Okay, on that wet plaster only they will apply the pigments. They do the painting actually. So that pigment will penetrate into the bottom of the plaster, wet plaster. Okay, and because of that painting will be long lasting painting. Durability is more. Okay, so that type of technique is known as fresco style of technique for mural painting. Okay, and they use generally water based pigments, natural resources, vegetables are there, right? Okay, colors which are extracted from the natural resources like plants, vegetables, that were used in the mural paintings. Got it? So that is about mural technique, or mural paintings. In that mural paintings, fresco technique. Okay. Then paintings, mural paintings in India. Mural paintings in India. There were lot of paintings, lot of mural paintings which is found in various sites across the country. Okay. And the age of the paintings, they are from Paleolithic age or Stone Age. Since Stone Age, okay, we have a mural paintings across various sites in the country. That we will discuss one by one. Okay. First we will discuss about prehistoric paintings, that means Stone Age paintings. Okay. So if I talk about the Stone Age is divided into three: Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. Okay. Paleolithic, Upper Paleolithic, Lower Paleolithic, that is also there. Upper Paleolithic is the younger to the Lower Paleolithic. Okay. So paintings, how were the paintings in the Upper Paleolithic period? Mural paintings, miniature was not there. Mural paintings were present. Okay. Minerals they use for pigments. For pigments rather than chemicals, nowadays we are using, right? So rather than chemicals, they use the minerals. Okay. Most common minerals was ochre or geru. Geru, you know, in South India they use, right? Rangoli, that rangoli, brown or maroon color, that mineral is there, the geru. We call geru actually, ochre. So that were used. That is the chief or common material which is used for the paintings in Upper Paleolithic period. Okay. Other colors also they use, white, dark red, greens are there, right? So those colors were used to depict the large animals like bison, elephant, rhino and tigers. Okay. So that means in that age there was a painting of animal plus human being also. Human being also. So for human being they use two different color. Red they use for the hunters. Red they use for hunters and the green they use for the dancers. Okay. And theme, social theme, hunting theme, gathering theme. Okay. Social life at that time. So these were the themes of the paintings. Okay. And next, Mesolithic age. So this age primarily red color used more in this age, Mesolithic age, compared to Paleolithic age. In Mesolithic age there was a abundance usage of the red color. Okay. And compared to Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age paintings were small in size, but mural paintings only. Okay. That is also mural paintings. And common themes, what are those common things? Group huntings. Okay. Several paintings of grazing activity and riding scenes, that were also found in the Mesolithic period paintings. All are mural paintings. Then Chalcolithic. So Chalcolithic, in this age they have seen the increase in the number of paintings as well as the usage of the green and yellow color. Okay. Paintings, number of paintings also increase as well as the usage of the green color as well as the yellow color also increase. And most of the paintings or majority of the paintings, okay, depicted with the battle scenes. Apart from that, a man riding the horse or riding the elephant, that paintings were also present. Okay. And some of the human, okay, so they have depicted that they are carrying the bow and arrow, okay, for preparedness of short war. They have the group clashes, that is nothing but the skirmishes. Okay. So that painting is also present. Example, Bhimbetka painting. Bhimbetka, it is a site, okay, in Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh there is a one district, Hosangabad district. In that district there is a one site, Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka cave is very famous. It is one of the oldest cave in the world and oldest cave in India. In those caves, many caves are there. In those caves, the paintings belongs to Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Chalcolithic age. Those paintings were found in this place. Okay. Where? Bhimbetka. Even during the medieval period, medieval time, okay, even during the paintings which were painted during the medieval times, that paintings were also found in the Bhimbetka caves. Okay, Bhimbetka caves, it is World Heritage Site, and it is having more than 500 rock paintings. So they are painted on the rock, not on the walls. Okay, so that is there, and most of the paintings in the Bhimbetka, it belongs to Mesolithic age. Okay, I will show you, then you can see. Here if you observe, the human structure is there, right? It is painted like a stick. This kind of paintings you find in bridges also, no? Just in bridges, pillar of the bridges, there also you can find this kind of paintings. Okay, so human figure, it is painted like a stick structure. Okay, stick like human being that were painted. Okay, animals were also present, human being is also present. Various animals are elephant, bison, deer, peacock and snakes are depicted on the Bhimbetka paintings. What about the themes of the painting? The themes of the painting is like hunting scenes are there, war scenes are there. In the war scene, men carrying a weapon like bow, arrow, spear, shield and sword. And some of the paintings, they have geometric design also and symbols. Geometric design as well as the symbols. And other paintings, it is having a group of people. In the painting, group of people are there who are dancing together or playing the music, or animal fighting is also there. Animal fighting paintings, honey collection paintings, that is there. Even paintings are theme based upon the daily life. That means daily at that time what people used to do, that were also depicted in the Bhimbetka paintings. Okay, like see, social life depicted with the presence of children's playing, woman making food, community dancing, making merry. Okay, so that were found. Okay, colors they use ochre, purple, brown, white, yellow and green. Color same, it is obtained from the natural resources. Chemical they didn't use, and for red color they use the hematite ores. See, this is an example of Bhimbetka painting. See, it's a war painting, war scene, right? They have weapons. Check. They are carrying the weapons. They are carrying the weapons. Here animals are there. So this is about Bhimbetka paintings. Okay. Then next we have Narsinghgarh painting. Narsinghgarh, it is one of the sites in Madhya Pradesh. There also we have found the mural paintings. But these paintings are painted on the rock rather than a wall. Okay. In Narsinghgarh, the uniqueness of the Narsinghgarh is that in that painting, okay, in that cave there is a painting. That painting shows the skin of the spotted deer. Okay, actually in that painting it is shown that there was a one man who is doing what do you call this, tanning to the skins. Okay, so tanning of the skin technique that were known to these people. It can be for purpose of providing shelter or clothing. Okay, that is there, and other paintings are also show the depiction of musical instruments like harp is there. Some paintings are having complex geometrical shape like spiral, rhomboid or circle. Okay, then next, this is very important, very important. So many times they ask in prelims exam regarding this Ajanta cave paintings. In architecture we discuss Ajanta caves, Ellora caves, and we discuss about the architecture point of view. Okay, now we will discuss about the paintings point of view regarding Ajanta and Ellora caves. So Ajanta cave painting, it is developed between 2nd century BC to 5th century AD. Remember, Ellora is younger than the Ajanta. Okay, in that architecture classes also we discuss. Okay, and it consists 29 caves. Ajanta 29, Ellora 34. And Ajanta, it exclusively belongs to one religion, that is Buddhism. Ellora belongs to 3 religions, but Ajanta belongs to Buddhism. So all that 29 caves are dedicated to the Buddhisms. Murals are also present. Mural paintings are also present in cave number 9 and 10. Okay. So in cave number 9 and 10, the mural paintings are there, right? Those paintings belongs to Shunga period. Pushyamitra Shunga. I hope you remember. After Mauryans. Then rest of the caves in that those mural paintings are there, right? Those belongs to Gupta's period. Okay. Paintings in cave number 1 and cave number 2. That is the most recent paintings. Most recent painting. That means out of all paintings, cave number 1 and cave number 2 painting is the youngest paintings in Ajanta caves. Okay. So what does this painting depict? Okay, what are the themes? What did they depict? So the paintings portray the human values, social fabric with styles, costume and ornament of that period. Okay, I will show you, wait, how these paintings. See the Buddha, style, cloth, ornaments. Okay, that way depicted. Okay, so that is there. Emotions are expressed through hand gestures. Emotions are expressed through hand gestures. And uniqueness, what is the uniqueness? Every female figure in the painting, okay, they are having different hairstyle. Different female figure, it is having different hairstyle. Even the animals and birds are shown with the emotions. Okay, so finest paintings. Common theme, what is that? Jataka story. Jataka story is there, and decorative patterns are also present, flora and fauna also present for decoration purpose. Okay, theme is generally related to Jataka story only. So, graceful, happy poses of human beings and animals are depicted on the walls of these paintings, and vegetable and mineral dyes that were used. Outlines of the paintings are in red color. Outlines of the paintings are in red color. Here this one. Okay. Then important paintings. What are the important paintings of Ajanta cave? UPSC point of view. Okay. And what are the themes? Important painting themes. So, seen from the Jataka story. Jataka story, previous stories related to previous birth of Buddha. Those stories were there, and the stories related to the 5 great events of life of Buddha. Birth, renunciation, enlightenment, then first sermon, then Mahaparinirvana, and life of the Buddha. Paintings are also depicted the life of Buddha also. So that is there, and paintings of Bodhisattvas were also present in Tribhanga posture. Tribhanga, I hope you know, body with 3 bend. So in that posture, there was a paintings of Bodhisattvas. Which Bodhisattvas? Vajrapani. Okay, that is symbol of Buddha's power. Vajrapani, thunder, who is holding the thunder. Then Manjushri is there regarding Buddha's wisdom. Padmapani, lotus. Okay, that depicted the Buddha's compassion. So this Bodhisattvas were present. Check. This is an example of one of the Buddha's painting. Check how graceful it is painted. If you observe here, we have one object here, it is there. See, half of the eyes are closed, but okay, very graceful. See the hand gestures. Flower is there, flora, fauna for decoration purpose, trees. Okay. Anyway, Dying Princess, cave number 16, very famous painting. They are already asking UPSC. In architecture also we discussed. So in cave number 16 we have a Dying Princess painting. Okay. Then scene of Shibi Jataka. Jataka story. There is a Shibi Jataka story where King Shibi offered his own flesh to save the pigeon. Okay, that story. The next Matri Poshaka. The Buddha was in the elephant form earlier. So that story. So that scene of that story is also depicted in this cave paintings, dying princess painting. You have seen, right? Okay. So that was about Ajanta paintings. Now Ellora paintings. Ellora, it is having 34 caves. Okay. And those 34 caves belongs to three major religions of that time, that is Hinduism, Jainism and Buddhism. Okay. So in these paintings we can find the themes which are related to all three religions, that is Jainism, Buddhism as well as the Hinduism. Okay. But majority of the paintings are there, right? Were found in 5 caves. But most number of paintings in cave number 16, Kailash temple. There it is found. And the mural paintings are done in 2 phases. Okay. First, at the time of carving of the caves, then mural painting was painted. Then after some centuries also, some mural paintings were painted. Okay. So early period, those murals were there, right? They were having Vishnu along with his wife and Garuda. Okay. And later paintings, it is in Gujarati style, and it is a depiction of Shiva, Shiva's family, Shiva's abode, Kailash, that were shown. Okay. As I mentioned, this paintings belongs to all three religions, and these paintings are new compared to Ajanta. Caves, in caves we discussed, right? Ajanta caves are elder to the Ellora. Ellora caves are younger to the Ajanta. So in the same way paintings also like that. So these Ellora paintings are younger or newer compared to the Ajanta caves. What are the important characteristic features of the paintings which are mural paintings which are there in Ellora? Sharp twist of the head, like this, twisting of head. Ajay Devgan, you know, like that. That is there. Painted angular bend like this of the arm. So that we can see concave curve of the closed limbs, sharp projected nose, like pointed sharp is there. That is there, and long drawn open eyes. Like this it is there in yoga position. Okay. Same like Alya. Okay. So these are the features of paintings which are located in Ellora caves. Important cave paintings of Ellora: image of God Vishnu as well as the goddess Lakshmi, images of Lord Shiva with his followers Shiv God. Okay, that is there, and beautiful and gracious apsaras were also there. Those were also painted. Check. Apsaras. See. Okay. So this is about Ellora mural paintings. Then we have Bagh paintings. Bagh caves are located in Madhya Pradesh. There in Bagh caves we can find the mural paintings, especially in the cave number 1 and cave number 2. Okay. Here Ajanta paintings and Bagh paintings, almost they are similar. In the themes also they are similar, and technique also they are similar, mural technique. But here they have executed the painting in a tempera style. Tempera style means they will paint on a dry plaster rather than wet plaster. Opposite to fresco style. Fresco style, wet plaster. During wet plaster only they will apply the pigment. Okay. But in tempera technique, apply the plaster, let it dry. After that, apply the pigment on it. So that is the technique they have used. Okay. And this Bagh caves paintings are there, right? So they are tightly modeled. That means congested is there. Place, not enlarged like a Ajanta. That is there. And outline is very strong, bold also. Outline of these paintings. And these paintings are rather than religious, they are materialistic in nature. Okay, Ajanta is purely dedicated to the Buddha, but here it is more about the nature, earth, or materialistic in nature rather than spiritual. Okay, cave number 4 known as Rang Mahal. Okay, there in that cave number 4, that cave it is called Rang Mahal. There is a beautiful mural which depict the Buddha Jataka stories. Okay, so that is an example. Same Buddha Jataka story we can find in Ajanta caves also. See, this is an example of Bagh caves. Jogimara caves. Okay, these caves are also located in Madhya Pradesh. So these caves it is dated back from 1000 to 300 BC. 1000 to 300 BC. Here if you observe, these caves are elder than the Ajanta and Ellora caves. Ajanta caves 2 BC to 5 AD, but Jogimara caves 1000 BC to 300 BC. So this is the one of the oldest caves, but not older than the Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka is very old. Okay, so Jogimara caves. So here in those caves there is a painting also, few paintings and inscriptions also found. Those are mural paintings only. Okay, and inscriptions were formed. That inscription is written in Brahmi script. That is a love story. Okay, besides just love story, paintings were also found. Those are mural paintings. Okay, these caves are there, right? It is attached to the amphitheater. Amphitheater, we have them. So it is attached to amphitheater, and in that room is there. No? For decoration of that room, they painted those paintings. Okay, so paintings, what are the depiction or themes? Painting of dancing couples, animals like elephant and fish were also there, and they have distinct red outline. Color like white, yellow and black were used in the Jogimara caves. Sittanavasala caves, it is in Tamil Nadu. These caves were dedicated to the Jainism. Okay, these caves are dedicated to Jainism. So these caves were built from 1st century BC to 10th century AD. During that time these caves were constructed. In that caves also this paintings were also painted, depicted. Okay, so these are rock cut cave temples. Okay, these were called rock cut cave temples which are dedicated to the Jainism only. Okay, and they have murals also. Mural painting is also present, which is close resemble to Bagh and Ajanta paintings. Okay, here the mural paintings are not only on the walls, even on the ceilings and pillars. Even on the ceilings as well as the pillars also mural paintings were present. Okay, generally or the major theme of the painting was Samavasarana. Then what is Samavasarana? It is a preaching hall. Okay, so it is a one of the hall where Tirthankaras of Jainism was there, right? After attending the enlightenment, Jnana, Kevala Jnana, after attending the enlightenment, they will deliver the first sermon. Okay, so that is the depiction in those paintings. So there is a one painting, okay, of this Samavasarana. Okay, there in that they have a beautiful audience hall is there. In that audience hall, Tirthankara is present, and where Tirthankara was present and delivered the sermon after enlightening or after the realization of the Kevala Jnana. Bulls, animals, Apsara and gods also they are gathered in the audience hall to witness this grand scene. In Jainism we have studied, right? They believe in God, but for them Tirthankaras are supreme. Okay, so even God also came to witness this sermon of the Tirthankaras. Okay, and what they have used, vegetable and mineral dyes that they have used. Okay, and they put the paintings on a thin white plaster there. Okay, and apart from that the colors which they have used, yellow, green, orange, blue, black and white. Central element of the painting in the Sita Valsana is a pond with lotuses. Okay, so there is a one pond. That pond is a full of lotus, and ducks were also present. Ducks were also present. Swan, fishes, and animals were also present in that pond. And Buddhist, Jainese monks are there, right? They are just picking the flower, lotus flower from that pond. Okay, so that is the central theme of the paintings of this cave. Check. Lotus, Jainism monk. Okay, then next, Lepakshi temple paintings. So these are also mural paintings. These are also mural paintings. Lepakshi temple here. Okay, so in that Lepakshi temple, on the walls of the temples, these paintings were found. So that's why it is known as the Lepakshi temple, or Lepakshi paintings were there. So it is executed on the Veerabhadra temple walls. Lepakshi temple only, Veerabhadra temple. And this paintings were painted at the time of Vijayanagaram Empire, or during the time of Vijayanagaram Empire. Okay, and this, on this painting, they follow, okay, or there is a depiction or theme of these paintings are Ramayana theme, Mahabharata theme, and Dashavatar theme, or incarnation of Vishnus. Those were the themes of these paintings. In these paintings, there is a absence of the primary color. RBG is there, no? So there was the absence of primary color. In terms of quality, it is highly declined. Not that much accuracy. Okay, and this here, if you observe, see that forms, figures, or object which is present in this painting are all outlined with the black color. Right? Observe it. So majorly they use black color more. Where is blue? Red is also not there. This is maroon. Okay, green is also absent. It is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, this one. And theme is religious theme only, or spiritual theme. And these paintings are dedicated to only one religion, that is Hinduism. Obviously, Veerabhadra Swami temple. That is Lepakshi temple. Okay. So this is about mural paintings in India.